I've been in this for a while, and I haven't come across people who's had those experiences. And I don't think I'm a psychic or a guru. I just remember, and I know I'm supposed to be doing this work. And so
Yeah.
I sacrifice everything to hone in on helping and doing what I agreed to do here.
Our guest Heidi Hollis, her podcast Dark Becomes Light from the Coast to Coast AM Paranormal Podcast Network. We're talking with her about some of her experiences. Her book, one of the books is Jesus is No Joke. She's also trademarked the Hat Man. If you've seen the Hat Man or know about the Shadow Peoples, these are she's the first to talk about these. And I think, Heidi, with your story, it's you're supposed to talk about this stuff and shed light on it in a way that is a little more easier for people to talk about. I think that's one of your gifts, and do you feel like that's, part of your purpose, is sharing your stories and now hosting your own shows, having these guests on talking about their experiences. Is this, does this feel like that's what you're fulfilling your soul's purpose?
It is part of it. It is part of it. I don't think it's the whole picture, because I've more recently learned some things that I would have never, ever guessed, to a certain extent, I should say. And I hope within the next month or two, I'll be able to speak more to it. But I thought I'd gotten, like with every book that I get done, I mean, when you remember the other side, it's so hard to be here. Because home, that's home, and
Right.
it's like the equivalent of near-death experiencers, that just like, oh, I want to go back. But it's not like you want to kill yourself, but you miss it. And so I think, like, after each book, I'm like, am I done yet? Am I done? Did I do it all yet? And did I hit the right button? And I have not even slightly hit the button, apparently. It's wild. I could tell you that, Russell, because man, but there's a lot more. Doing the show, talking about these things casually, and trying to get people more comfortable with speaking their truths is definitely part of it. But I think also showing people it's all connected, and having come with the Shadow People Hat Man phenomenon the way that I did was a lot of people, why I trademarked it later. I figured, when you put out work, it's copywritten. People kind of respect that. Oh, no. Who would have thought to go look for, gosh, did somebody make a film on my stuff yet? Or TV shows? Who would think to look for that? I started getting these emails and people saying, why'd you put that in your show or your film? And I'm like, what are you talking about? That's not me. So people have been abusing it so much. People have been trying to conjure these things and have died doing so, because there's others who are saying there's nothing to worry about with these things. They're not threatening. It's okay. And I have the definitions of that. I mean, it's sad, it's sick. And being the only brown woman out there speaking on these topics, and you're stealing from me, it's like, wow. But it was not easy being a woman in this field alone for so long, and then to be the only minority doing it. It's just been a rough battle, but a lot of people didn't know that. They didn't see me through the radio, but I was working it. I was doing what I could, and hoping to straighten up some of the confusion out there, so people don't think that's me doing that. So the trademarks, I'm hoping to do just that.
Stay right there. Heidi Hollis, our guest. We're going to take our first break here on Paranoid America. This is my 8th podcast of the new show, Paranoid America. I'm Russell Dowden, and our guest, Heidi Hollis, her website, HeidiHollis.com. We'll talk a little more about paranormal, UFOs, ETs, and all this stuff going on in Washington and Washington, D.C. We'll talk more about that on the other side. This is Paranoid America. We'll be back after this. Tear us apart. We could live for 1,000 years, but if I hurt you, I make wild